We have huge breaking news today. I had to bust out the woke hat for this one because nothing is more woke than the new Doctor Who. We saw the Church on Ruby Road, which is one of the worst Doctor Who episodes of all time, coupled with terrible identity politics all the way through it, pushing the trans agenda to an extreme, and of course, having the lowest rating premiere of any Doctor in the history of Doctor Who, except for the very beginning before the show caught on. Now it's looking like the actors are already going out preemptively talking about career choices and how they're going to be changing directions after season 2. Now, season 2 is already filming. The BBC, of course, got some money from Disney, so they are already pushed through season 2. That's already pretty much going, and you can't do much about that at this point. But it looks like it's getting canceled this fast, and this is what we're going to get into in the news today. My name's John Delarose. I would love for you to hit that like and subscribe button. We have the breaking Doctor Who news all the time, along with everything else from pop culture, from comics to movies to video games. We got everything. And of course, I'm the editor-in-chief here of the Fandom Pulse. FandomPulse.com is a great spot. I've got that link in the description below so you guys can bookmark this for all of your news also. Appreciate you guys for being here. So here it is. Ncuti Gatwa and Millie Gibson hint their controversial Doctor Who is already canceled after a second season. So it appears to be hanging in the balance as doubts emerge over the return of key cast members for a third season, while still in the midst of filming their second series set to air in 2025. Amazing they film stuff this far in advance. Recent interviews with the actors have fueled speculations about how show's poor ratings will be canceling the show early, as most incarnations of the Doctor with the modern era have at least 3 seasons. This uncertainty, coupled with fan dissatisfaction over perceived issues like bad writing and identity politics, have cast a shadow over the show's prospects. So this is where we get into it right here, because they both Millie Gibson and Ncuti Gatwa have given their statements on this, which is very interesting that they're already preemptively saying it. And look, they're gonna do this in advance, being like, "We told you we were gonna be out already," because that way they're gonna deflect from the poor ratings and the poor fan reaction that's gonna come from the season. If you looked at the trailer for the first season, you know it's going to be a train wreck. It's going to be even worse than the Christmas special was. The worst is yet to come. And they've promised that. Russell T Davies has come out and, of course, said that he's intentionally going to upset fans. He's going to be pushing things in a different level that you've never seen before. Ncuti Gatwa's come out and say that this is going to be steeped in leftist politics and that they're going to lean into it and really lean into the black thing to really just make fans cringe. Millie Gibson has made similar statements saying that they're going to be controversial in the good way in order to try to capture, quote, a Gen Z audience that I guess wants all this shoved down their throats all the time. I think they're wrong on that. I think nobody's going to be watching. And I think they know it too. So this is what Millie Gibson said. She said, "I think now the strike's over, I'll probably be auditioning again for parts and seeing what's out there," saying that she's going to be pursuing new career challenges. This is her from Instagram. She could at least have a modeling career. I mean, there's that. And Ncuti Gatwa echoed similar. He said, "Theater kept me warm and held me all night, even if I was broke. But I'm planning on getting back to it after I finish season 2 of Doctor Who." So, of course, after he finishes season 2, he's maybe going to go back into theater because there's really not going to be much of a job for him going forward. So this is, of course, an absolute travesty, and we knew it was going to happen like this. We knew that the ratings were going to be poor. I mean, once the Christmas specials, even prior to this, when it was the 60th anniversary Doctor Who specials, and they first even showed these people and did that bi-generation nonsense out of here, which, by the way, gives them a nice continuity out, because I'll detract for a second and say, if you look at it, David Tennant's Doctor still exists. And so once he actually regenerates for real, that then actually becomes the real Doctor. This is somebody else. I mean, they're saying that maybe this will be the Veil Yard at the end of the day. And that would make sense. Maybe they could end it and make this train wreck and make this awful Doctor into something evil. That would actually do very well. If you guys want me to write that for you, of course, BBC, you can contact me. I'm a good writer. But obviously, things are going poorly. Obviously, their push into the transgender thing, as we've seen the transgender Rose, we've seen the transgender singer that Ruby's hanging out with in the fishnets that was disgusting in the Church of Ruby Road. And they're just pushing and pushing and pushing so hard that they're just making a show unfun for fans and making it so fans who, of course, prior watched these shows will just not like it. And they're doing it intentionally. They like to destroy this stuff because, look, BBC gets government money, they get Disney money. You know exactly what's happening at the end of the day. Leave a comment down below. Do you think they are just preemptively setting the stage for this show's inevitable failure? Or is this something else? Love to hear from you. Hit the like and subscribe button, check out Fandom Pulse, and I'll see you guys soon.